Now, if one look at the boss of the machine, you'll notice an interesting thing. You have your base machine, which is engineered through various parts that cooperate within a range of functions that is automated. Then you have the boss of the machine, which is the program that gives the machine a specific instruction to do one of the range of functions. Now, obviously, from afar, it must look like where you are giving instructions to the machine, or where that part of the machine where the instructions are given is the part that is more, because it can control, apparently, the bigger machine. But in fact it can't, because if the bigger machine, the whole machine, do not function, the instruction will go nowhere. That means the boss of the machine will have no power. The boss of the machine only has power because the full machine is functional and understand the message coming from the main instruction box. Now, that's very similar to the human robot. The human robot have a physical machine that is automatically functioning. Then it's got the mind as the boss, which can give the machine some forms of instructions. But most of the machine functions without the need of the mind. And depending on how the machine has been designed and programmed, which happens in the first 7 years of a child's life, 90% of the program is programmed in the first 7 years. Depending on how that was programmed, it will determine the perceptual ability of the interactive boss and machine to operate effectively and produce a result in a functional reality that is polarity based in the physical. I mean, you are moving through energy. Now what is fascinating is that the boss, which is the mind, actually believes that it is boss. And it even believes that it is real. But have a look. It is proven millions and millions and millions of times a year that when the machine, which is the body, dies and it stops its functioning, that the boss also dies. And suddenly, something that was energy-based, which is the mind, the personality, are no longer existing. Immediately, you are unable to contact this so-called ball of energy that apparently is self-aware. It miraculously disappears instantaneously at the moment of death as the body ceases functioning. That should already worry all of those that believe in energy. The energy did not go somewhere. I mean, you would have been able to follow the energy and measure the energy just like you're able to do it when the body is alive. But suddenly the energy is gone instantaneously with one breath. And then you say it goes to another dimension? Shame on your dishonesty. When your body ends, you ends. And all of the energy that made up your personality ends. The imprint remains as a possible program to be read in the one consciousness, which is the atmosphere. That means the energetic bubble within which humanity exists as one deceptive, deceived, lost thing. None of it really valid as anything with a future, isn't it? Because self-honesty simply doesn't exist. Practical common sense of 1 + 1 = 2 doesn't exist. Self-deception, dishonesty, dishonor, separation, self-interest abounds. Look at death. What happens when you die? You can check it out and check every single scientist in this world and take your questions into practical assessment, and you'll notice every possible way you can measure it, that when you die, you ends. There is an end to this madness. Thank goodness. Don't thank God. The fucker doesn't exist.